She was called a temptress, a sorceress, a queen, but Cleopatra wasn't just beautiful, she was brilliant, and she dared to challenge the greatest empire the world had ever known. Cleopatra was born in 69 BC into Egypt's Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek royal family that ruled Egypt after Alexander the Great's conquest. But Egypt was no paradise. It was a land of palace plots, jealous siblings, and Roman interference. At 18, Cleopatra became queen alongside her younger brother Ptolemy XIII, but soon they turned on each other. She was driven from the throne, forced to flee into the desert, but Cleopatra was not the kind to surrender. She planned her comeback in true queenly fashion, with wit, drama, and daring. When Julius Caesar arrived in Egypt in 48 BC, Cleopatra saw an opportunity. Legend says she had herself rolled up in a carpet and smuggled into Caesar's palace. When the carpet was unrolled, out came the young queen, radiant, fearless, and captivating. Caesar was impressed not just by her beauty, but by her intellect and ambition. Together, they restored her to the throne. In 47 BC, she bore Caesar a son, Caesarion, and ruled Egypt in splendor. She spoke 9 languages, studied philosophy, and styled herself as the goddess Isis, beloved of the people. But when Caesar was assassinated in Rome, Cleopatra lost her protector. The world's balance shifted again. Then came Mark Antony, one of Caesar's top generals, brave, passionate, and powerful. When he met Cleopatra in 41 BC, it was like fire meeting fire. She arrived on a golden barge, dressed as the goddess of love, surrounded by music and perfume, and Antony was utterly enchanted. Together, they became one of history's most famous couples, partners in love and in power. They ruled from Alexandria, dreaming of an empire that could rival Rome itself. But Rome saw them as a threat, especially Octavian, Caesar's adopted heir. In 31 BC, war broke out. At the Battle of Actium, Antony and Cleopatra's fleets were crushed by Octavian's forces. Surrounded and defeated, they fled back to Egypt. As Octavian's army closed in, Antony fell on his sword, dying in Cleopatra's arms. The queen, now truly alone, refused to be paraded through Rome as a captive. In 30 BC, she chose her own end. Legend says she pressed a poisonous snake to her breast and died like a queen, crowned in dignity. With her death, Egypt became a Roman province. The age of pharaohs had ended. For over 2,000 years, she's been remembered as the woman who ruled not just with beauty, but with brilliance, a queen who faced the world's greatest empire and left her mark on history. Cleopatra proved that power isn't always in armies or crowns, but in the minds and spirits of one determined soul. Thank you for sticking through till now. I'd like to know your thoughts on Cleopatra in the comment section. For more stories like this, please follow, like, share, and subscribe.